To hide in the federal civil service. This is because 321 ministries, departments and agencies that are yet to be captured in the integrated payroll and personnel information system will now be engaged before the end of the year. This is according to the Minister of Finance, Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, who maintained that a total of 119 billion naira has been saved through the new payroll system.
Well, elsewhere, the governments of Nassarawa and Benue states have agreed to raise a committee on disarmament of illegal weapons acquired by Fulani herdsmen and Tiv farmers in the protracted border crisis. This is one of the resolutions reached at the end of a security meeting between the governors of both states.
Members of the security councils of Nassarawa and Benue states attending a meeting designed to proffer a solution to the incessant clash between farmers and herdsmen on the border of both states. Nassarawa and Benue states have become a transit route for the herdsmen. However, the clash with the farmers have increased owing to the allegation that the cattle damaged the farm. The attacks and reprisals have led to the death of several persons. The governors declared immediate cessation of hostilities.
After frank and brotherly deliberations, the meeting took far-reaching decisions as follows: immediate cessation of hostilities, profiling of migration of herdsmen, mopping up of illegal arms and ammunition, and disarmament on both sides.
State creation is to bring development closer to the people. And when Nassarawa was created, we all believed that we were having development. It was not created that we'll start having problems, retarding the very essence of state creation. What we need to do as good neighbors is to make sure that whatever that will create a crisis situation between us is nipped in the bud as soon as it starts. And that is what we're here to do.
The joint security meeting also resolved to liaise with the federal government to establish grazing reserves for migrating Fulani herdsmen with the hope of ending the hostility.
Both Nassarawa State and Benue State governments in liaison with the federal government should set up grazing areas for migrating Fulanis.
The Security Council of both states had representatives drawn from the traditional councils, members of the state executive, security agencies, and leaders of border communities.
The commander of the 34th Brigade Garrison, Brigadier General Modibo Alkali, has advised security operatives to work together in order to deal with the insecurity in the country. Well, he gave this advice during a week's training program for security officers in Obinze, Imo State. Brigadier General Alkali insists that officers must not discriminate, as everyone has one goal, which is maintaining law, peace and order. Going by the security challenges in the country, many, especially the security agencies, have been kept on their toes. This gathering of men of the Nigerian Army, police, the State Security Service, customs, immigration and other security operatives at the 34th Brigade in Obinze, Imo State, is one of those measures taken to improve security.
The military or the Nigerian Police Force or SSS or Majesty is not personal organization. It is a thing that belongs to all of us in Nigeria. So no need for conflict. The intelligent person always sees how to resolve issues. Anybody you see fighting regularly with one another is not educated.
There were sample exhibitions to educate security operatives on how to react when there are protests, riots, and other related violence. For the participants, the training will bring about better synergy between the army and other security operatives, as well as improve their style of operation.
Every security agent have come to understand there is no way they can achieve success in the IS, which is Internal Security Operations, without having a good synergy. Each of these agencies can take part in its own function, so that when one of them has done its own role or has participated in its own role, it will now transfer or refer it to the next agency.
With more of this training, it's expected that the working relationship amongst the different security agencies and, above all, security challenges will be reduced as much as possible.
Still to come on News Track, political parties in Osun State gear up for next year's governorship elections. The Action Congress of Nigeria, of course, will be determining the fate of the incumbent governor.
Exactly, it will. And here in Lagos State, the government has asked residents to support the socio-economic growth of the state.
We have these stories in just a moment.
Every day you invite us to your home. Now we invite you to our homepage. Join Channels TV on social media. Hang out with us on Google Plus/Channels Television. Follow us on Twitter.com/Channels TV_NG. Friend us on Facebook.com/Channels Forum. And don't forget to like our page. That's not all. Subscribe to our YouTube channels. YouTube.com/Channels Web to get constant video updates on news and events in Nigeria and around the world. ChannelsTV.com, the news at your fingertips.
Welcome back to News Track. All our top stories and other programs can be found on our website, channelstv.com, and on youtube.com/channelsweb.
If you're on the go, visit m.channelstv.com to view us live on an iPad, iPhone or BlackBerry. You can also download the Channels TV app for Android and Nokia 920 devices from their respective stores. Gradually, attention is shifting to the political atmosphere in Osun State. The reason being that in less than a year, the people will be going to the polls to elect their governor for another 4 years. In the meantime, political parties have started mobilizing. This time, the Action Congress of Nigeria is getting busy on a mission to determine the political future of the incumbent governor, Rauf Aregbesola.
Ilesha, one of Osun State's biggest towns, was on a near lockdown. You can almost guess